Good afternoon. As said, this is the presentation that was presented to Patrick Burrows this morning. I'm doing this as a video, which I'll then add via a YouTube link, which will hopefully allow me to add the audio that was discussed this morning. So I wanted to start by just going back to the start of our relationship with Mitsubishi back in 2016, where we built the new showroom and updated the workshop to allow us to have this facility. We started in around March 2016. Where the first few years of the franchise we were awarded twice, I believe, and the only dealership to ever achieve this is my belief to be New Dealer of the Year in 2017 and 2019. This was due to hard work and dedication of the team below and us giving 100% commitment to the franchise. During this time, we also began this discussion with the latest CI, with Chris Manning. We didn't bury our heads in the sand and hope it would go away. We were fully committed and from memory paid several £1,000s for these designs to be done as final packs. This was our Morpeth showroom, which is to say we were fully committed to going ahead with the programme and one of the first to put our hands up. You'll recall at the time as well, during this period, we also included our Anik dealership in this situation and looked to develop the Anik site, again at a cost. Again, just showing our commitment to the franchise at the time, which we hoped would be a long relationship. We built up a database, which I know Patrick took the picture of over 1,000 Mitsubishi customers during this 5-year spell. You've got to recall as well, when we first came on board, we were giving a database of, from memory, 47 customers, which a numerous amount of them did not have their vehicles anymore. We had to build this up from scratch, and by doing this, we did this by spending thousands upon thousands of pounds of marketing, including going to the local mart, rugby, supporting the rugby collaboration with the Kit for Clubs, going to Twickenham events, the Eclipse Cross, as you can see, standing out from the crowd, local sponsorship at a local level, trying to be unique with reindeers in the showroom at Christmas, and traditional stuff such as Dobby's Garden Centres. We put so much effort into growing our database. As I say, 1,032 customers in the 5 years. I think is a testament to the effort of the guys. We were fully committed. The Mercury Hotel in Wetherby. I don't believe we ever did not attend a regional meeting, whether it be sales, after sales, local training to support that at Leeds. The amount of times we travelled to Cirencester, which was a massive cost, and sending staff over the period, a lot of time, a lot of travelling, their time outside of their working hours. Fully committed to the franchise. We try to support every programme where possible and still do to this day. We were a Morris lubricant partner, we're a Stapleton's tyre programme partner. We could go direct to these manufacturers, but we support the programmes to make them beneficial to all parties. Still to this day we support Morris and Stapleton's. Again, we could put these programmes through other manufacturer programmes, but we don't. We continue to support the manufacturer and the Mitsubishi programme, such as the consumable ones also, support of EMAC. Any program that Mitsubishi recommend, we try and support. That database didn't happen by just marketing either. We spent hours upon hours searching through the likes of Auto Trader, looking for local Mitsubishi stock that may have MSPs or recalls to try and get them back into the network in our database. Sharon, you'll recall I was coming down discussing menu pricing with you. Yes, this would have benefited me, but generally because we had an interest in helping improve the franchise where we thought we could. Again, I recall one day coming down and sitting in a small office with yourself and a young gentleman. Again, that was time and commitment from ourselves as a business to Mitsubishi. When Rob Lindley came in, a new scorecard was produced. This was the last one that was ever available, and as you can see in the top left corner, CS Star ranking number 1 in the country. Overall ranking 7th out of 106 dealers. Mystery Shop 87%, national ranking 9th. Overhead absorption, because we run a very good after sales business, 122% absorption. The guys worked so hard to create this business. Sadly, and I appreciate this was out of your control as Colt Car Company at the time, we lost the access to new vehicles. On top of this meant through the likes of one-link platforms we now see and lose out on lease work. You've got to remember one-link remains the same cost to us as it did then, and if you're looking to appoint another dealership in Newcastle, you're going to lose further business. In this market share, as hard as we're trying to keep it alive as long as possible, is ticking away. The opportunity will never ever increase, but we're doing our best to keep it going as long as possible for both parties' benefits. You've got to remember as well our team. When they heard the announcement Mitsubishi was leaving, we've had to persuade these people, give them people confidence to stay with our company. Technicians, you know the industry issue with technicians. All of our technicians have stayed with us and continued training where possible and continue to be exceptional Mitsubishi technicians in the area from their experience. If we don't give them the commitment that there's a long-term future still with the company, there's a risk of losing them technicians. Following the news of Mitsubishi exiting Europe, we still continued to invest in the training and completed IMI Level 4 battery training. This was done despite knowing what the future would be, a cost of tools as well as time. I'm surprised to see so little other dealers doing this. On the map, I'm told Tweedmouth did do this. However, I don't see Adam Purvis. I see nobody in the Edinburgh area. I still see Croxdale, Tees Valley, Livingston, Bachelors, to name a few. We have committed to being a battery specialist for IM and Mitsubishi, and the talk of another dealer being appointed so close to us, whom could take some of the cream away and our opportunity away, is not fair. Our parts trade programme we've continued to push. Obviously a list of dealers there, that's just a snapshot of a regular email list that goes out every month promoting our trade service. Again, we give each franchise, and still to this day, Mitsubishi equal prominence in all artwork, as you can see across the 6 brands. Our sales parts manager goes out frequently, offering the pads and obviously discussing what's available. You talk about covering the Newcastle area. Ironically, this email literally came out a day after Patrick last visited and announced your potential new approved repairer. The customer wishing for their car to be picked up from Ponteland, a stone's throw from Throckley, which again, we've been offering this service for the last 2-3 years and continue to do so because we understand we've got to keep this work coming to Blackshaws. Our website has never changed and continue to promote all the products available: MOT, winter tyres, extended warranties, service plans. We keep pushing Mitsubishi as though it's a main franchise today. Our used car selection continues to have a strong presence of Mitsubishi, which again uses Mitsubishi parts reconditioning, offering the customers service plans, enticing them back to use us for servicing. This is, I believe, what IM Maps wanted to achieve. And obviously you've had talks of a used platform, which again we signed up, showed an interest in and want to be part of. Our social media content, again, dating back, there's a few examples: 6th of April, July, September, April, September. We didn't just start doing this on the back of the recent news. We've continued to promote the Mitsubishi brand continuously and continue to do so. We have an eBay store, which you can see from some of the items there, and 198 items sold so far. Granted, that's across a couple of franchises, but we are actively trying to promote and sell products in all avenues. Our service reminder letters that goes out to all the customers. Again, Mitsubishi Motors getting equal prominence as our other brands and advertising the buy now, pay later product with the 0% payment in the bottom right corner. We continuously support your programs. You'll also see free collection and delivery to most local areas. Obviously, this is a bit of a common sense approach when discussing the areas, but we are not afraid to drive long distances to collect vehicles. our invoices, again, showing on the headed, we had to update that. We could have used this area to promote the other brands with more prominence, but again, we respect and show Mitsubishi Motors in equal prominence to our new brands. And again, you can see there, invoiced off to the Max service plan, your recommended supplier, again, something we're supporting. Our DMS system updates any extended warranties. As soon as a vehicle hits 5 years old, we offer them an extended warranty to sell them a warranty, and obviously try and sell genuine parts via this. On the right hand side, this was a recent pamphlet that was distributed around the whole of the local area. Again, in the bottom, showing and advertising that we're a Mitsubishi approved centre. Year to date, I believe we're on 180,000 and forecast we'll finish on £200,000 worth of parts sale purchases from IM. This is above what you've targeted us to do, well, in line with what you've targeted us to do, in an area that we're continuously pushing to try and grow. From an IM point of view, I can't believe you'd want L200 customers potentially going to a non-Isuzu showroom. We took on the Isuzu franchise and frustratingly, at the time, was offered the Newcastle area to then find out Sherwoods had been appointed. They get the area of Newcastle, Washington, Hexham. We are very lucky if we see one lead per month for this brand. Again, we work hard to promote the product to other L200 customers and continue to do so. As you know, and I appreciate that the stock situation with Isuzu is tough, but why are we being potentially going to risk losing Mitsubishi work and losing the footfall of L200 customers? Next year, as it stands, we'll be lucky if we're getting just above one car per month. This doesn't allow our business to financially stack up at the moment. However, the risk of losing further Mitsubishi after sales work puts a big dent in our confidence of being able to trade going forward. On a personal level, my son's racing. Again, I had to pay for these stickers to be done, and again, despite our 28-year partnership with Suzuki, Mitsubishi still get the equal prominence of such brands. We are treating you with the same respect as all of our franchise partners. On a financial situation, I'll break this down. Year to date, our sales department sadly losing money. Service department, £113,000 gross profit. Parts department, £60,000. Giving a total of 168, minus our indirect expenses of 121, leaves a profit year to date of 46,000. As I said before, our database is 1,000 cars, 1,032 to be precise. Of them 1,032, 405 of our customers are closer to this proposed new dealer than ourselves, which represents 39%. Leaving 568 closer to our dealership, who are local customers, and 59 customers long distance sales out of area. That represents approximately 40% risk of business loss. If you follow down to the bottom, you'll see this then gives a predicted potential loss of £77,000. This would therefore put our dealership into a risk of losing money. This just is simply not fair. I hold my hands up and admit I wasn't fully aware and didn't give it too much thought when Vic Young stopped being a Mitsubishi approved repairer. I believed he still was. This obviously questions the opportunity in the Newcastle area to explore further. Your vital software should, in my opinion, give us and provide us with dormant customers that Vic Young would have had, and we should be collectively working together to promote this and these customers to Blackshaw's Morpeth. Again, a proposed dealership in Throckley. I would guess and understand had it been an Isuzu or Subaru dealer where you wanted them customers to come to. The fact that they are going to be an independent really does question the logic behind this. I don't believe there's a feasibility study being completed correctly to prove that this would work for them either, and therefore we should be enjoying and working together to penetrate and make the most out of the Newcastle area that is open. As I say, we believe there's a risk of 40% of our business being taken away, which would put our business at a loss. We've been tremendously loyal to Mitsubishi under car IM maps. We continue daily to make Mitsubishi one of our main brands and treat it as though it's exactly the same as it was. We've lost the opportunity of new car sales. We're getting very little opportunity from an IM point of view with Isuzu. The meaning of the Isuzu logo. I recall this from our first ever training session. Integrity, reliability and success. The meaning of integrity is the soundness of moral character and ethical principles and moral. I don't believe adding another dealer to the edge of Newcastle relates to the values of Mitsubishi. Blacksrose is fully committed to making the most out of Mitsubishi in the northeast of Newcastle area and Northumberland, and continue to do so. Thank you. Any questions, please call me.